Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the most recent episode of Monday Night Raw from July 15th, 2024. Yeah, if you like WWE and that stuff, I do these reviews like twice or three times a week, so if you want, you can subscribe to see my perspective of it. Yeah. How I usually do these reviews is that I go over all the matches and segments, I rank all of them, and give my whole rating at the end of the show. So, yeah. We started off with Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, and Liv Morgan. That was just a wild segment. First of all, Rhea came out, Dom just trying to plead with her, like all the tension between those two, and then Liv coming on the Titantron. I don't know why her voice was shot like that, but whatever. But the tension between Liv and Rhea this time, it's just gonna be awesome for SummerSlam. I think Liv's winning as well, but Rhea and Liv is set for SummerSlam for the Women's World Title, so I'm excited for that. I'm gonna give this whole segment a 4 out of 5. So yeah. The first match was Sheamus versus Bronson Reed in a banger. I'm just kidding. It kind of was. But the really only the bad thing about this is that Def Rebel exists and they changed Sheamus' theme song. I hate you. Uh, yeah, going on the match here. The match is fine. Nothing really that special. It's just a pretty fine match. Sheamus got the win. I'm going to give it a 2.9 out of 5. But Pete Dunne came out and turned heel. So that's the agenda there. Since Tyler Bates is going to be out for like months, that's pretty cool to see Pete Dunne turn heel. So let's go. 2.9 out of 5 for the match, though. Next up was Zelina Vega versus Sonya Deville. This was Sonya Deville's in-ring return. Now, the thing I really hate about this match right here is that Zelina was literally in a world title match, literally almost 2-3 weeks ago, and now she's getting squashed in under a minute. Which, I mean, it sucks for that. She hasn't even won a singles match since August of 2023. That's almost a year from now. That's almost a year ago. But like, it's stupid because she was in a title match and then she just lost. I know, like it should not be dumb because the heels literally injured her, but I feel like it still is kind of dumb to do that. I don't know. I'm going to give it a 1.5 out of 5. That was nothing. Next up was the awesome segment between Damian Priest and Gunther. They're going to be facing off for the World Heavyweight title. But damn, Gunther just absolutely got Damian Priest, annihilated him, and cooked him in that pan so much he got burnt. That was just a powerful segment. Like Gunther talking about how he got everything handed to him, like when he was younger, for WWE to sign him, and Priest had to fight for everything. He had to fight for his life on the streets. It was just a really personal and powerful segment. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. That was amazing. Next up, though, was Damian Priest versus Braun Strowman. This was okay. Nothing really there. But Damian Priest actually got a singles win clean, which is good. We need to see that more. And I feel like Damian Priest is just building him up a lot more every week. I mean, it's starting to become more and more like a face and more than a heel. So I'm going to give this a 2.6 out of 5, though. Next up was the women's tag team match between Katie Carter, Katana Chance versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. This was, at the time, like before all the other segments went on, this was the match of the night, and this was not even too good, which tells you all you need to know about how the wrestling was until that point. It was still like a pretty fine match, pretty good, not gonna lie, just not that good. Of course, Shayna and Zoe had to win, but we've seen this match 100 times already. I don't need to see it again. 3 out of 5. Next up was an awesome segment between Drew McIntyre and Adam Pearce. Drew McIntyre returned from his 1 week suspension at that point, and then there's Adam Pearce. Just he's making him apologize, and then he'll give him CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. Sorry, the only thing he had to do was apologize to the two refs he killed at Money in the Bank. He says no, and his arrogant ass attacks them. And he's like, "Oh, Drew McIntyre's always getting screwed, always getting screwed." Like, dang, that the whole segment right there was just actually just crazy to watch. How petty Drew is, how how wild he's been, or how much his stability has escalated. Like, for CM Punk screwing him over. He had the match at SummerSlam. He just had to say sorry. He didn't say sorry. That was an awesome segment. 5 out of 5. Next up was the Eric Rowan videotape. Oh my gosh, okay. This videotape made me cry my eyes out. I was streaming last night, the Raw episode last night. While I was watching that tape, I was crying my eyes out at the end of it. It was just so good, so powerful. The pain that he has suffered, the amount of attention he got after that. He's basically saying how he's forgotten, but we're not going to be forgotten anymore because of that, because of the Wyatt Six. 5 out of 5 there. That was just insane. It made me cry my eyes out. Next up was Dominic Mysterio versus Jey Uso. This was honestly the best Dominic's looked in a singles match ever. Only because he like dominated Jey for the first 6 minutes, and then Liv came out, basically ruined everything. And then Rhea came out, distracted Dom as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Jey was flirting with Rhea. It was just crazy, but yeah, back to the match. Jey got the win in the last 2 minutes. It was a pretty good match. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Liv literally ran out of the arena using the stairs. Oh gosh. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 though. Jey Uso got the win. That was the match of the night for the time being, and then the Intercontinental Championship happened. We're not there yet. So next up was Chad Gable and the Wyatt Six. First of all, Chad Gable was just screaming for Bo Dallas to get out to the ring so he can confront him. But then the Creed brothers attack Bo Dallas, which forms the faction with the Creed brothers and Chad Gable, which, oh, I am ready for that. We've been calling for this since April. It was, once Chad turned heel, we were calling for that whole faction. And now it's a reality. But then Bo Dallas, his selling is really good too. But Bo Dallas in the ring, he's just laughing his ass off. He's just laughing. Like every time he gets hit with a finisher or something, he's laughing about it. And then he goes all the way down the corner. He's cackling. And then the lights turned off. 5 years to the date that the Fiend debuted. Here comes the Wyatt Six. The Fiend style lights power outage. And then the piano shatter starts playing. And here they come. All 4 of them come out. And it's just, they finally debuted, or they did debut, but they finally debuted in a sense where they're actually in the ring doing something. Like the Fiend, he debuted with like him killing Finn Balor. They debuted in the ring. Like they finally got their debut just going to the ring. I don't know if you know what I mean. But still, it was just amazing. I'm going to give that a 5 out of 5. That was just an awesome segment. 5 years to the date that the Fiend debuted. Awesome. So the main event was for the Intercontinental Championship between Ilya Dragunov versus Sami Zayn. This was a great match until Braun Breaker interfered at the end of it and speared Ilya Dragunov, and then the bell rang, DQ there. I'm okay with this. I'm only okay with this because it's going to set up for that awesome triple threat at SummerSlam with Braun, Ilya, and Sami. That I wish Sheamus was in it, but I don't think he's going to be in it. But still, that triple threat is going to be cooking from start to finish. Dang. But this was still a really good match as well. I'm going to go to 3.5 out of 5. That's equal to a 7 out of 10. That was just amazing. The SummerSlam match is going to cook so hard. But yeah, that's it for that. So let's rank all the same match. Chad Gable and the Wyatt Six obviously goes number 1. Eric Rowan's videotape goes number 2. Drew McIntyre and Adam Pearce goes number 3. Damian Priest and Gunther goes number 4. Those are all 5 out of 5 segments, which is actually pretty sick. Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, and Liv Morgan goes 5th. The best match of the night, the Intercontinental Championship, goes 6th. Dominic and Jey Uso goes 7th. Kaden Carter, Katana Chance versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark goes 8th. Sheamus versus Bronson Reed 9th. Damian Priest versus Braun Strowman 10th. And the worst match of the night was Lena Vega and Sonya Deville. The first half of the show the first around hour to hour and a half of the show was pretty dull, but the last 5 segments ranging from Drew all the way to the main event were just flawless classics of segments. I've only got that the entire show, which is why I'm going to give this show a 4.2 out of 5. It's because like the last half really carried. If the last half really didn't happen on this show, I would have given it a much lower rating. But the last half of the show really carried for that. So, yeah, that was just amazing. 4.2 out of 5, though. It's still really good, not going to lie. But, like, the first half really didn't deliver as good as the last half. So, yeah. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you for watching, and just have a good day.